Welcome to Camp Handsome, a beautiful place for the convocation of comely men. Now, here's your host, the Grammar Club.
So what's our other song we're releasing this week?
Food Court Pretzel.
Food Court Pretzel.
Yeah, which we talked about a bit, but if you want to talk about that some more, please do.
Who's going to talk about it?
No,
just Green.
Beefy is not here to talk about it. I can talk a little bit about how it got made, I guess.
I love how it's made.
Yeah. Beefy
Food
just
Court Pretzels.
uploaded this demo that was like 2.5-3 minutes of just nonstop rapid fire beefiness. But it was just the backing track was just a bunch of drum loops that he put together. And so I
Probably
went
a Magic
nuts.
Music creator.
So I
That
just
wasn't a
went
joke.
nuts all
That's what
over
he
that.
does. He makes amazing things.
Yeah. So I added a bunch of guitar stuff. And that was Food Court Pretzel.
Yeah, so we didn't mention that it's Food Court Pretzel is a song that began with a demo by Beefy, and it's just it's a very technical performance by Beefy, and he's just showing off, and it's really great.
And it's about pretzels, so it's appropriate that it's like super tongue twistery.
Yeah, and it began without any melodic elements. I think it was just drum loop and Beefy rapping, and then Ty added the guitar and some programmed elements.
No programmed element.
No programmed elements, just guitar.
Just guitar.
Oh, wow,
Doing it
All right,
live.
awesome. All right, so here it is. We'll play it. We'll play it right here. This is a very cool track. Food Court Pretzel, Ty and Beefy, show them what they can do.
Hola, como estas? It's Beefy from Grammar Club. They got me chained in the lab because they can't get enough. The blood I bleed on an MP3, I do it for love. And I don't even really think I need a second lung. I made a deal with the devil, you know it's ironclad. I flood my riches above you like I was Iron Man. Pop like Peter Parker, your head put into a locker. You thinking that you're the Venom, but basically you're the Shocker. Man is man at a titan, the superpowers colliding. The screaming and they're all frightened, I'm actually kind of excited. Absolutely delighted, and everybody is fighting. And just is about to get right, and I'm about to call in the lightning like boom bam. Prep the casualties for evac. Middle of a massacre, exactly where I be at. Feedback, frankly, baby, I don't need that. Through the rainforest, be like where them trees are. So pretty, just like I am so fitted. Got a cybernetic arm, then you know that I'm gon' get it. I've been here a hot minute, so old that I might quit it. Got a cup full of unicorn blood and a slow sip it. I'm a beefcake, import like a speed race. I'm keeping the straight face while she ran at third base. I'm staring in deep space for something to take place. So empty your suitcase, get ready for mind games. Mystery unraveling like finding a G-spot. Frankly, ain't nobody got it better than we got. Fully numb, skull, rock steady, and bebop. Saving me like Brooklyn Nine-Nine in the Peacock. The sweet spot is whenever I'm within earshot. Mix the Vex and Eric cause I'm bringing the onslaught. Running with a crew of maniacs in a crackpot. And isn't that the dude that got caught kissing the mascot? I ain't judging, homie, do what you do. Just keep in mind you gotta dry clean that thing when you're through. And if you're not a garbage person, you can hang with the crew. You alright? Piece of shit prick ain't talking to you. They think it's funny that they tricked a bunch of people into voting for a puppet that was purely fucking evil, while the ones that perpetrated it were also being used by the Kremlin and Cambridge Analytica reviews. U.S. dropped off, 2-star, second rate, rise up, kick 'em out, investigation is a state, civil war, never that, democracy, liberate, come together, join a hand, vote 'em out, and dominate. And while you're at it, maybe chill with the guns, and while you're in there, maybe you can stop warring with drugs and treating every single dark-skinned person as thugs. And I can promise I'll go back to comic books, man, I'm done. JKBTW, I'm dope, since back was saying fat, so what's your favorite fat joke? I'm just being factual. If you're just a casual, you may not know that I drink a whole tub of Tabasco every day with the side of some range too. Whites and kinder represents in really weird ways, dude. Maybe I'm Dolores and I'm stuck in a maze too. The NFRS can touch you if you don't let them phase you. I hope my girls run their game like an ad block, stuffing out fake ass trolls with a full stop. Meet a nice chubby young boy at a GameStop. 10 years later, holding hands, watching Ragnarok. And he better follow through when he says things. Bet that he can still work a job while he chase dreams. Make sure that he's a good match for my kidneys. Trust your parents' kids cause they all did the same things. Yeah, I'm almost done. Thanks for joining me this evening. Hope that you had fun. And if you don't mind sweaty Beefy, you gon' get these hugs. And after nights like this, yo, I'm in love with everyone. Best in the world, I'm so special. Greatest damn rapper, I got 3 gold medals. Let your heart be free. If the state won't let you, unrelated, I could really use a food court pretzel. Like legit, that'd be tasty.
Thank you, Tanner, for showing what you can do.
Tanner's back.
I'm telling you, there needs to be a DJ Pretzel remix of that, just if nothing else, just because of name alone.
Oh, it's a bit on the nose, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the point. That's the point, Shale.
Exactly.
Oh, I suppose.
Seriously, we should shop it to him just to see what he says.
You never know.
I think he'd say no. Not to burst your bubble. I think he's the new father and a busy man.
You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
That's right.
Yeah, busy man.
Sometimes I make shots that I didn't try.
You don't take. So what's next on the agenda, fellas?
Well,
Wednesday. What's
we're still-
Wednesday? Oh, Cookie Puss. We already talked
yeah,
about
Cookie
Cookie
Puss
Puss.
is Wednesday. We did them backwards this time. And
That's
then Tuesday I'm streaming Game Store Girl, apparently. And then Thursday they're going to hear this. So Thursday you're already hearing this. And Friday maybe we'll get the performance of Game Store Girl.
That'll be cool.
Are you gonna set up cameras and stuff?
I think it'll be like, well, yeah, actually, it'd be cool if you wanted to record yourself on a camera, Sean. That would only add to the whole.
I'm going to do it on the most potato camera.
That's
Do it.
fine.
The same
That's
one I
fine.
used to restring a guitar this Tuesday.
That'll be totally fine.
Game Boy camera?
No, I can't make that work, or I would.
Oh,
you know
man.
what I could probably do is a PS2 camera.
Oh, the iToy, yeah.
Yeah, I can get the iToy working. I used to use those
Nice.
for security cameras for things.
I used
For
it as
reasons.
web camera for a while. Yeah.
What I've got currently is from an Xbox 360.
See, there
the
you go.
Live Vision.
Yeah, is that the one that predates the Kinect that came with that You're in the Movies game?
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. Frankly, for a Microsoft product, I expected better from them. But then it was 360 generation, and that was their time to shine for fiery, terrible hardware.
Yeah,
So,
pretty early on, too.
yeah. I suspect that all of their newer camera hardware is probably much better.
Yeah, infinitely better, I'm sure of it.
So can
The
we
You're in the Movies game was pretty decent, though.
are we gonna get a video of you playing drums, bass, and guitar? I guess
Oh,
three
man.
different videos, probably.
Drums might be hard because
That'll be hard.
well,
Are
hi.
you playing, Jason?
No, I'm not playing Jason.
Nice.
I'm doing a podcast. I don't know what notes this thing's supposed to make, but it's
He's got that one riff down.
Man,
That's our new song right there.
that's yeah. There it is.
We'll have him play that.
Grammar Club.
It's a little bit
Grammar
Dark
Club.
Crystal, isn't it?
It's a little bit what?
Dark Crystal.
Now I'll make my move.
What were we doing before I had a small child come in?
We're talking about Spike and the Liqual.
Yeah, and he's super into it. It's great. Every kid loves that song.
Got some other
How,
stuff.
how scared are you of having to sing that song like a bunch? 'Cause
Not at all. Why would I be
that's
scared
got
of
some. That's got some. It's got some gnarly stuff in it. Like, doesn't that have like a tritone jump right in the middle of one of the harmonies?
Yes, it does. It's got that dissonant tritone. In
Why'd you do that to
the lead on
yourself?
the chorus? But I've practiced it. I've done it a bunch, and it's not that
Okay.
hard. No, I'm not scared of singing it. at
Good,
all.
because it's awesome, and we're gonna make you sing it a lot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to doing all that jazz.
The only
stuff.
song on the
And,
set list.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to play it.
An hour
If we
long
don't-
jam.
If we don't play it, we'll definitely play it good. We'll play it as a group. If we weren't going to play it as a group, I was going to put it in my little. I assume we're still getting little solo sets at Spokane before
Yes,
the big
yes,
set.
that's-
Okay, so
That's my understanding.
I'll
Yep.
probably do an acoustic set or something. And I was going to play it there. Maybe I'll play it there too. Why not? I don't play a
Should we
lot of
do that?
shows, you know.
There you go.
Man, I don't know
Do
what
a
made me do
solo
it.
set or a double ice backfire set.
Sure, double S backfire set. Yeah, that'd be probably a better idea.
And Ty's gonna play baritone guitar. 'Cause
That's
he's
right.
Got a
Yeah.
baritone.
Are you?
Just got a bear. It's not here yet, but it's coming
is it?
soon.
That new 7-string you got?
No, it's a baritone, not a 7-string.
So it's
Okay.
a 6-string, just tuned down to roughly the same set of pitches as a 7-string. but
I
with
have to
no
admit,
high
I've
string.
not heard of this before.
Really?
It's
No.
just a slightly longer scale.
I mean, I get the concept. I know baritone. I know like a baritone sax. I didn't know baritone guitars were a thing. Although I don't. I guess why wouldn't they be?
Exactly. Why wouldn't someone make that? They made the
man.
bass.
No, yeah, you
six.
could do some. You could definitely do some funky stuff with that. Some interesting, different kind of stuff. What
And
are you
in
gonna do with that?
I'm planning on using it to replace my 7-string.
Huh?
Because
I
it'll
feel
do
like-
pretty
wouldn't they
much
have-
everything my 7-string does.
Does it?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
you lose the high E string.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. So what happened to your 7-string?
Nothing. It's just not a very good guitar.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
What about it?
Move on. You've done such it's I love that you play on a 7-string and that you have been on and off because it just makes the writing more interesting. I think you just don't go to the same sort of generic
It's Sean's
guitar driven patterns.
Sean's fault that I play a 7-string in the first
How
place.
is that?
Because you've called me up one day and you were like, "Hey, by the way, we're doing Nerdapalooza in like 3 weeks, and we're gonna play some Grammar Club stuff." And I didn't
Yeah.
have a 7-string,
And I played
And
a
I
lot of
knew-
7-string on.
and I
the
knew that
songs
Sean
you
played a
were
lot of
playing.
7-string on that MC Horse stuff.
So I'm a little confused about something. If you didn't
So
have a
I had to go get
7-string, but you needed a 7-string to play those parts, what did you record those parts on?
He didn't. I did.
No, Sean recorded those parts.
Okay. All right. So it was for that Nerdapalooza we were actually doing the Grammar Club show, not the Double
Yeah,
Ice
that's what
Backfire.
I'm talking about.
That makes sense. Okay. Because when we did Double Ice Backfire, you actually did have a 7-string.
Yeah. Well, I already
Okay.
had the guitar at that point, so
Right. You got that. Yeah, that was the one. There. And that's now it's all come together. I was confused. Now I understand.
yeah. No, we were going to play "Suck My Wallet," and that's all 7-string, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
we
have
did.
a lot of low string on that. Yeah,
Can't play that on a 6-string.
it's a fun song.
It is
That's
a
a
fun
good one.
song.
So happy.
It's a fun song to play live too.
It is a fun song.
I think the live performance of that particular song, that one came out okay. It wasn't until the later songs when the show fell apart. No, we
That's
keep
'cause there
coming
was
back
no-
to that
there's
show.
no-
that-
There's no backing track for that song.
oh, is
It's
that
just
why it worked?
drums.
Yeah.
Okay,
it was just
good.
drums.
Yeah, that's why it worked. It sounded pretty good. I remember there's a video of us playing that song.
Are we planning on using much, if anything, in the way of backing tracks for the?
Probably.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Glenn, I feel like you should kind of be the live show director because you are there. You are the person whose equipment we're going to be using, and you are familiar with the space, and you have a rapport with the person who we're playing the show with the people running the con. So I think we should. I just want to. My vote is that we follow your lead. I would. If you think we need backing tracks, we need backing tracks. If you think
I'm thinking we don't use
Okay.
backing tracks is the thing because there's a safety in that. Because when you're using those backing tracks, if you can't hear it, I've done that before where I went to the first Song Fight Live in Austin.
Yeah.
And we did some frontal little squad tracks, and we couldn't hear the backing track. And oh my goodness, as a result of that, it was similar to what you guys have talked about.
We've had a nightmare with that when we were doing the double ice backfire stuff with the real NES, and we had a live drummer. And the drummer couldn't hear the NES. And it was a pain.
That's what I'm afraid we would be opening ourselves up to if we
typically at these types of shows, the monitoring situation isn't the best.
Yeah.
Well, and I've got confirmation at this point that they're still, I think, figuring out what they're going to do as far as the sound system for the event.
Yeah.
Where there was someone who was going to be providing sound that is no longer going to be providing sound.
So you're the sound guy now.
I might be.
Oh, no.
And if I am, I will say I don't have monitors. So that could prove problematic. Well,
so bring your headphones, boys.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Something along those lines.
We're going to run headphone distribution from the board.
Yeah, something. We'll get it figured out one way or the other. There's, but my early thought on this is that using backing tracks would definitely overcomplicate things and
Indeed.
lead to potential disasters.
Okay.
So no backing tracks.
And there are a whole bunch of us anyway.
If we had like 2 weeks to practice all together with them ahead of time, that would help too. But
yeah.
How much time do we have to practice ahead of time? Has that been worked out yet? I guess it hasn't.
No.
Would we be playing on like Saturday? Because I was thinking I would come in on Thursday or something like that.
I want to say that they originally had. I'm gonna have to look into it for sure. I don't want to speak out of turn on this. Yeah. But it could be Friday. It could be Saturday.
Okay.
We're coming in when they tell us we're coming in, more or less.
Exactly. I believe they originally had a rock and roll night, and then us, and I think the rock and roll night ended up not working out.
Oh.
So I think we may be the only.
We are the rock and roll night.
Yeah, we are. We are. We
take
are
requests. We don't know how to play everything, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Freebird.
No.
Interesting. That
could actually take up one whole set.
Stairway to Heaven.
Man? What's going to happen here?
We're
Well,
going to play some songs.
it'll be
You're gonna
fun
have to
that
sing
we'll
'em.
all be together at the very least.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's
Figure it
just
out.
that there is definitely some of it that is still up in the air. We're hoping to get some of that ironed out, and we'll get more figured out as we go.
Either we'll have a better show than last time, or we won't.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Either one of those is interesting.
I feel like it'll be better.
I think so.
Especially if we're not depending on backing tracks, especially.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard to top the last actual Grammar Club show.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the show I'm referring to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds so. There was a rock and roll night. Now there's not a rock and roll night.
Yeah, my understanding is that, from what I have heard, that is the case, that there was going to be 2 nights of bands, and now I believe there's 1 night of bands, and we are that night.
Okay.
If you don't know, Spocon is a show.
So we got to
we're
fill. We got to
We're
fill
playing
like
a show
6 hours.
August 10th through 12th. Is the thing right? The
Yeah,
event?
I do believe so. I'll check my calendar to be 100%.
And what is Spocon?
Well,
For
it's
people
the
that don't know,
Spokane
because we've been talking
convention.
about it.
Yeah, it's the Spokane. Spokane is Spokane Convention, I believe, is what it's short for, and it's same sort of thing you would normally expect at other conventions. A lot of things devoted to nerdery. That'd be the best way to put it, perhaps.
Okay.
And it looks like originally.
And I know
what
they're
show
talking.
here-
They're talking to us about hosting some panels and stuff too, right?
Yes, absolutely. As far as which panels that we're going to be hosting and how many is, I believe, also still kind of up in the air. But It'll be a fun time. You should come to
a
it.
live recording of our podcast where we can play some sort of board game, maybe.
I kind of like that idea, actually.
Well, yeah, that's an easy one. I don't know, a board game, I guess.
I don't know about a board game,
What-
but a live
one of
live
those
recording
games,
of the podcast where we're just talking shit would be pretty fun, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
an audience and
absolutely.
stuff, would be even better. We could take audience questions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
too.
that'd be amazing.
They can
Okay,
play
so
too.
that'll be one of the
Everyone
panels.
can
Now, Glenn,
play.
you're talking about doing a history of video games.
History of video games, and part of that was me talking where. Oh yeah, see, I talk good, do. But what it was there was this gathering of people that I did know, and there were other people there that I didn't know, but they heard about my ET world record, and they started asking me about that, and that led to other questions about the history of video games, and I found that I was continuing to talk, and I had. Are you still there?
I'm
Yeah.
still
We
here.
got
Still
Beefy.
here.
Beefy's here with us now.
Beefy made
Oh,
it in.
Hey, BB! That's fantastic.
The reason I asked that is because earlier my internet connection kept cutting out, and I had to reconnect, and it sounded like that. But at the time, what was happening was one question led to another, and I found myself discussing the entire history of video games, and I found that the whole room was riveted on what I was talking about, and I thought maybe I could discuss this topic in front of an audience.
Yeah,
Sure.
that'd be
It'd be
good.
interesting.
Yeah, it's a great topic. I mean, I follow a bunch of academic, historically bent gamer YouTubes. There's the gaming historian, I guess, is probably the most popular one, but he does great shows on individual facets of the history of the video game industry.
Yeah, the
There's
trick would be
still a lot
taking the
there.
questions and answers and more than likely not knowing about whatever specific facet that someone would be asking about. My chances of being able to answer specific questions could be spotty at best, but
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah. Well, the big
If
thing
nothing
though
else-
is the live show, and I'm glad Beefy's here. So,
Oh, yeah.
Glenn, we're going to follow your lead. I think.
Okay.
So, how are we gonna set this up? Who's gonna play what?
I'm definitely, one of the things we were talking about, Tanner and I, with that, is that Tanner would like to be our live drummer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's him on drums, me on bass.
Sounds good.
So that covers two of our things right there. We've got drums and bass now.
Then Ty and I can play guitars.
And there's all of your music that's needed. That could actually make it to where it's Beefy and Shale just on vocals.
Yeah, we could do that.
And then if you want to sing a song where you play guitar, we can swap.
Yeah, by all means.
So, okay, that's
I can
cool.
play tambourine.
So just
But I can play and sing bass
Percussion.
fairly easily too.
Yeah.
I'm planning on hopefully having a new keyboard that will fit in my suitcase by then.
Now that's the
So I'll
question. I
have
mean,
at
yeah,
least-
do you want to
least
play
something.
keyboard?
Well,
I
on
imagine
guitars
with time.
or on songs that don't have guitars, then yeah, ideally
They'll have
Yeah.
guitars. Every song has
most
guitars.
of them.
I mean, they can all have guitars. We're gonna, we're doing live
this is
versions
true.
of them.
This is
so
true.
Yeah, we can reinvent if need be.
We can reinvent them.
Yep.
Okay, I won't play guitar.
We regret to
I feel a
inform
little
you
sad that I
it
won't
is
play
guitar.
But there's
Well,
really
you
no
can play
need.
guitar during your set.
Yeah,
guitar
that's what I'll do. What I'll do. I will play. So when do we have our solo sets? Is that gonna happen? Instead
My
of the rock
understanding
night?
is it's the same day.
the same day.
So we just play
My
all day.
understanding is we basically are our own opening acts.
4 hours at Grammar Club.
Okay, I kind of like that.
That's what we do at
Yeah.
Grass and Stone all the time because
Cool.
we all do solo stuff. So we'll do like
That's cool.
3 different sets of each of us, and then we'll join each other sporadically throughout the evening. And
Yeah.
then,
So how many different sets are we thinking? Because I'm only thinking of 4, maybe.
I think it's going to be 4. It'll be a Shale or Shale
me
and
Ty.
the double
Me and
ice
Ty will do a
backfire.
set, and
So that you'll have a Beefy set, you'll have a Glen Case set, and a Grammar Club set.
nice.
Okay,
That means I don't have to do one.
Well, I was gonna say, Sean, if you want to sit in on the double ice backfire set, we could. If you want to play, I don't know, drums or something, I guess.
I would
You can
play.
throw guitars on top of all of my raps.
I
You
would
throw
play
guitars.
everything.
Well, yeah.
Me and Sean are going to heckle everyone the whole time.
Yeah.
There you go. do you like the
I think
Waldorf?
Tanner and Sean should do a set together.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Get it taken care of.
We can
Drum
make
and
everything.
drum and guitar solo.
I think it's
for an
really
hour.
up to us how we want to split it off. I think they're going to leave that up to us.
Yeah.
Me and Sean
We can
will
get
learn
real
all the
funky,
Beefy
just like-
songs too.
Mix it all together if you need to.
Are they doing anything like a late night rave dance party sort of thing?
That's also up in the air because I think that the plan changed once they had a sound guy, and then that sound guy ended up bailing on them.
Yeah.
So when the main promoter was asking me questions about what sort of PA they would need.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is there way of recording this? Is this trouble afoot at Spokane?
Yeah. What's that?
I've been behind.
Beefy's just like
He's having a stroke.
Yeah.
Is there trouble ahead with Spokane?
No.
That's what I'm calling it now.
No.
Okay, good. Spokane representing. Good.
No, there's just some adjustments. I think
We're just talking about the specifics of the shows, which you haven't
Some
solidified.
grittier things.
Yeah.
And I think we're still hammering out Spike and the Little Koala, the TV show as well.
Yes.
Yes, but that's coming, I think, later after Spokane.
A smidge later.
However,
So
Pretzel.
let's talk about this. Hold on, I'm gonna think about this.
Yeah, let's
Shell
talk
Riley
about,
at the Double
let's-
Edged Backfire set at Spokane. We're gonna do like acoustic stuff, Ty, because I would like to do an acoustic set
I
for my
can't
solo.
bring two guitars, man.
Oh, I have so many guitars and bass guitars and all of that here too. You're gonna have access to pretty much any of the gear that I've got here.
Okay, so
Okay.
cool. Yeah, you can either
So
play.
you don't have to worry about bringing instruments because I will probably provide the amps and instruments for the most part.
I
But if you
wouldn't say
have
we
a
have-
favorite instrument that you need, then bring that.
I wouldn't
Well,
say we
I'll
have to
need to
keep
bring
it totally acoustic. I just mean like I'll play an acoustic guitar, and
Yeah.
and you can play bass or another acoustic or an electric or a keyboard or whatever you can, and it could be
Okay.
just me and you, or we could add a percussionist. We could have like Sean or Tanner play drums, or someone play.
Who's
handheld
gonna
or
play
something.
the NES?
Oh well, we're not gonna have the NES in the.
Okay. Hey, we could, Do you
Gosh,
like the whole bit brigade thing? Where
we could.
someone's-
We could. We don't need to. I love it. I'm not against it. I'm not embarrassed by it. I love chiptunes. I just I would like to do it differently.
It's
I would
hard
like to
do
do it,
live.
I would like to do it without any pre-recorded tracks. Yeah. And
I think
I'd like to do
I
acoustic.
think out of all the shows we did, like one live show where we were playing along with chiptunes turned out okay.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
there you
it
go.
That was the RIT show.
Yes, that was the only time it worked.
I think you just have someone up there playing NES, and it's not connected at all to what we're doing.
Yeah,
It's-
I like that idea.
On a video screen.
Just have someone playing Mega Man in the background.
Yeah, and what we're playing has nothing to do with what's on the screen.
Why is someone playing Mega Man in the background then?
Yeah, why aren't they
And
playing?
just
What
why
does that
not?
need to do?
As soon as we go to the hot like a Mega Man 5 stage, we switch the game to Battletoads. I don't want any continuity.
That would be a pretty good gag. It would be good.
I am actually wondering about the visuals that we could have behind us because hopefully there will be a projector and for the Grammar Club to where there would be visuals that could play behind us while we're doing
So
it.
I think the person to talk to about that would be Little Josh, because he did the visuals for the RIT show and they were awesome.
Who is this man?
He had like this glitched out NES that was running these NES visuals that were really cool.
Enter go.
Yeah, that works.
I just
And as long as the visuals go for as long as our songs, then we're good.
How about just a loop of me grinding my hips around or just
Yes.
gyrating in the background?
Yes, please.
We find a way
That-
to modulate it to the BPMs of the song that we're playing.
Perfect.
I think that's what the people
Problem
want.
solved.
So you guys know I know Spokane people, and they love chubby gyrations. It's the name of my bar that I'm going to open when this is all said and done as well.
Chubby
Me and Spokane will get along well.
Chubby
I think we should
gyros.
probably keep it. We should probably not have any visualizers. Probably want to keep it pretty simple. I mean, I don't know. Do we want visualizers?
If
We
it's
have
something
very
at
little
least for the
time
Grammar
to
Club
set
set.
up for the show.
just something
Yeah.
running on loop in the background or something, I think that would work fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Could
as
you
long
do a
as
live
it's
input?
nothing we have to worry about. I think
Yeah.
if there's anything I learned from past mistakes playing live is that you really want to keep it simple, especially when you don't have a lot of prep time.
Agreed. That is definitely one
you
of
know-
the major factors. You don't want it to be something where it's crucial that a visual element is playing at an exact time in the song. Then
Yeah,
you
no,
have
no,
problems.
no, no, nothing like that. No.
And I mean, we don't know how many days ahead of time we're gonna get there, but I mean, we do need some time to practice.
Yes, without a doubt. And thankfully, my basement should be sufficient for that for the space. So we don't have to worry about getting a practice space or anything because.
So if there's a place for us to stay, I'd like to get there more than a couple of days early, like a week early if possible. But I don't know where we would stay.
And I think that I don't know how many days they've got that, but I know that this whole entire thing is essentially happening at a hotel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and where they've got convention rooms, and that's where where it takes place is in the convention rooms at a
we might just have to do we might have to practice our individual parts by ourselves to live recordings. I guess we'll all make and composite, and then
absolutely,
I was
just to get an idea of what it's going to sound like.
Yeah, I guess we'll just
picking the songs.
If we each individually practice running the whole set in order, we'll be more comfortable and confident. And
that's how we do it with.
Absolutely,
that's how we do it with Lonely Rolling
Stars.
Stars.
Which song is next? Which is what I do every time.
Like with Lonely Rolling Stars, we for MagFest this year, we did not get to play with Vince DiCola until about 4 hours, maybe 5 hours before the show. But we all ran everything on our own. So I mean, once we all got in a room together, it was just okay. Here's how this goes. Here's the adjustments that need to be made, and everybody knew what they were doing. So
yeah,
as long as we do our homework, it's no big deal.
Pros, though.
I don't know if pros is what I would say. I know George and I both have like magical powers of learning large chunks of music in a short amount of time. That said, I was still
I'm thinking like a 12-song set list.
Yeah, I was still on book. Like I had sheet music for that. Like I knew all of the Lonely Rolling Star stuff because we played it a billion times. But like the Vince stuff, I was still on sheet music. But
I can't read sheet music.
Oh no!
Kubosh had printed out, and this is an amazing thing. He had printed out piano roll from his sequencer.
I like that idea.
Like 8 or 9 pages of it.
Nice.
Like it was kind of amazing to watch him work because he's sort of a genius. But yeah, I mean, we'll as long as we all do our homework, like in July, then August will be fine.
Tanner, I want you to practice for my set by pressing the space bar on your keyboard.
I've been working all year towards that.
Have you been, baby? All right, man. I felt shaky the first show. I felt sometimes you used your thumb. I'm gonna want.
Wait. Here's a better idea.
I've got an old launch pad if you want to use it.
What if your show is just Tanner on drums and then it's like Glenn on bass and then just Ty playing, doing giving you a key bed.
I would love for that. It's just I think that's the part where we have to keep it simple because if I've never
the whole song is an 8-bar loop.
No, it's Beefy. Basically it's Beefy Unplugged. Beefy Unplugged. Wait.
Beefy Unplugged.
Or how about half of the set is Beefy Unplugged and half of it you start off with the laptop style and then you go into like a 5 or 6 song thing
I'm
where
super
it's
pumped about doing
that
this
would
Grammar
be
Club
cool.
show because it would be super cool. Me rapping with a live band is super dope. I did it a few times. It's awesome.
Well, that's what you're doing in the Grammar Club set anyway. So that's
what I was
gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying. That's something super dope for the Grammar Club set. But like with all the stuff we're doing and everyone coming in from out of town and like you're gonna have to practice for Shell set and Glenn is pretty solo, but the Grammar Club set itself, I was like, that's gonna be a bit of a beast. I don't want to add a
You're
whole
right.
other
You know what?
level.
We have
my
to
set is dope
you're right.
either way.
You're right. You're totally right. But you know what? Let's do that in the Grammar Club set. Let's do some acoustic songs. Let's do I mean, we're not gonna have any laptop stuff, but it'd be cool to do some songs.
Are you trying to suggest that I should play a grandpa's guitar at some point in the
Of
evening?
course.
Is that what
Play
you're saying?
nylon. Play
Grandpa's guitars.
Well, no, play a nylon.
Grandpa's guitars.
Play flamenco style.
Great grandpa's guitars.
A great.
I really just think it'll be a matter of
Rasgado?
picking the specific songs, the specific set list, and
So let's talk about that. 12 songs. You think 12 is the number?
I think 12 to 15 because if you estimate,
Oh my gosh.
if you figure 15 and you figure that each song is approximately 4 minutes in length, then you're looking at approximately an hour right there.
Mm-hmm. 15
That's an hour set.
An hour set. Okay. I mean, I guess we probably should do. Because we are doing other sets before that, we might not want to do a full 15, but maybe we can.
Gotta do the hit. Glenn, I need before we get too started on what songs we're gonna do. While you're out in the world of Spokane, I'm gonna keep you on an eyeball out or a cheap, like not a giant one, but a big cowboy hat because I'm gonna need it for buy this truck. That's when
I
we're
think I've
gonna
already
do
got you
Unplugged.
covered because I
You
think
might
I've
have
already
me
got
covered.
one.
Oh shit!
I already got you covered. I have 3 big like Rubbermaid bins of costume stuff
Oh, dope.
from
dope.
years that we've done theme parties and everything. And one time I was Burt Reynolds from Smokey and the Bandit. So it's a genuine cowboy hat that I think will probably do just.
Do you have a cowbell?
I do have a cowbell as well.
Cowbell. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I do have a cowbell. Yeah, I have to.
So buy this truck. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
I just
Yeah, go
had to
ahead.
buy this truck to the set.
I just
list.
need to get
let's
the
pick
hardware
8
to
songs.
hook it to the.
Let's pick 8 for the set list now, and then we'll pick the other 7.
Balloon
Balloon
Flight
Flight.
is clear.
Balloon
Okay,
Flight.
Balloon Flight is clear.
Okay,
Now,
let's-
do we want to do that at the beginning or at the end?
I feel like it would be a
Yes.
solid starter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good opener.
I hate when bands make you wait to the end to play their one song, you know. And I think
about,
it's a better starter because you get out of the way, everyone gets pumped, and then everyone is not just waiting, and everyone's just open-minded.
And what I also love with these things, whenever possible, is think about how the song ends and what makes sense to go right into right after that too.
Good thinking, yeah.
What do we stop with? That's my other thing because I think it'd be dope to
Suck
stop
my
with.
wallet.
Oh, that'd be cool. Suck my wallet. I was thinking Waiting to Die, but Suck My Wallet would be dope.
Yes,
We
I
wanna
think
do-
Waiting to
That
Die
is
should
good.
happen one way or the
that,
other.
that bit Waiting to Die at the end where it's like
Oh, man.
wait, that would be really cool and to say thank you everybody, woo, to the
That's
5
a
people
solid
that might be
point.
there.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be cool.
Why don't we start with Waiting to Die because it's new, and then we'll do Balloon Flight second.
You want to start Waiting to Die and then go Balloon Flight?
Yeah,
That works.
Like it.
Okay,
I like
so
Waiting to Die.
I'm building the set list. I'm actually typing the shit out.
You too.
So we have
All right,
I'm writing it down
Waiting
so
to
we
Die,
all have
Balloon
it.
Flight.
Alternate ending?
Yeah, good idea.
Alternate ending should probably happen.
Okay.
I would say save it till at least the 4th song, though. You want to keep
we
it
gotta let it-
upbeat for like the
I'm-
first 2-3 songs.
We can worry about
That'd be a
order
good
after.
encore. That'd be a good, like,
Oh, yeah.
closer.
It could be a good
encore.
alternate ending.
Oh, because it's an ending.
Right.
Encore, alternate ending.
I'll make that the encore.
Well, do we make it like? Do we do legit encore? Do we like plan the encore? Like, oh, we came back even though you didn't
Well,
clap.
well,
Either way, we'll do
we're
it.
like we're apparently the only act, so we can do whatever the hell we want, basically.
Damn right.
But
Damn
how
right.
do we present it to ourselves? Is all I mean.
Well, I mean, we have to indulge them in the fiction of the encore. Where
Absolutely.
we
We're gonna
pretend
keep
we're not
David-
Did I
coming
hear
back.
someone calling for us? Oh, I guess we
Wait,
have
wait,
to
I
go out
wanna hear-
and play one more song.
Oh, I
If
can
it's not
kayfabe
too
it.
much trouble, that would be kind of a funny thing to pre-record ahead of time and have playing on the projector. Where it's like us backstage.
Encore,
Applause.
encore.
Please applause.
Please,
Applause.
That would
please
be pretty
ask us
funny.
to come back.
Ask us to come back.
That would be good.
Fudgy
We're
the Whale?
recording this.
Fudgy the Whale? Okay.
Oh my god.
Put that in
okay.
there. That's
Yeah.
a
I
grammar
hadn't even
club
thought about the idea of playing the Carvel ones, but yeah, that's
Oh,
Fudgy
yeah.
the Whale would work.
I
Radio
might-
Chad.
do-
I want to do Radio
might
Chad.
treat
Radio
myself.
Chad.
Radio Chad. Okay.
Radio Chad for sure.
Suck my wallet.
Okay,
I've
we'll
gotten
do
Suck My
Yeah,
Wallet
we
on
got
the
that.
list.
You want to do Suck? You guys really want to do Suck My Wallet?
Yeah, it's
wanna
a
say
fun
8
song
pound
to play.
All right, that's. I mean, like the 2 of us is a third of us, so I gotta take. We gotta. All right, I feel like man, my favorite song from MC Horse is "Stop Plate Tectonics," but
That's
I don't know. if
real
it's a
hard
one.
That's a hard
That's a
one.
tricky
live.
one.
Maybe we keep that.
Like I desperately
keep that to
want to
ourselves.
play post collegiate shuffle, but I don't know if I can.
Yeah, that's
play.
a fun one too.
No,
Yeah,
we're
it's
gonna
a tough
we're gonna
one.
we're gonna humble ourselves after many failed live shows. I'm going to make all the conservative choices I can. So we're not going to play very difficult songs.
Is post
But post
collegiate?
collegiate shuffle,
that
I
hard?
will work towards making sure I can play that bass line. Like I
But
think
it's-
I played the bass line on the original, but it's a challenge.
I'm putting
That
it
would
in
be awesome.
parentheses.
Someday, when Radio Grammar Club is making money, making more money, we'll all
that
live
money.
together, and then we'll do really cool like
Hang out by the
we'll play like real cool impromptu shows in blues bars, and we'll just show people how good we are at instruments, and we'll do all the hard
man.
songs.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that'll be the crowd that cares. That'll be the
all
crowd
the
that
hard
that'll be
songs.
the crowd that knows those songs are hard and cares, and that'll be the only crowd.
Yeah,
This is perfect. Yeah, that's
Hard
this is all
songs.
good points.
Stronger than the mall.
we should, food
Yeah.
court pretzel.
Let's do Stronger Than the Mall. Is that hard to play though?
Yes.
I don't
No,
know
we
the
will just. Okay.
difficulty.
Here's the question: which version? I kind of want to do.
Well,
I
which
wanna do that
version?
cool
The
80s
80s,
version.
like,
I
Close
would
to
go with the 80s
close to
version.
the 80s. Yeah.
Like,
Not
I'm not
not the
offended if
rock
I'm not
version.
rapping on it because it's
Okay, so the
Buy this truck
the
has to
Thai
happen,
the Thai
too.
version or the Tanner
Yeah.
version.
I think it's the Thai version, isn't it?
Thai
The-
version.
I would vote for like a drum and bass. Like I just love the pendulum style that Tanner did, but I love all three versions of that song very much. So
I think
yeah, let's
the-
do.
I
I'm
think
gonna
the
okay, so I'm
version
gonna
of that
say
is
Thai
pretty hype,
style.
though.
I'm writing Thai style
Yeah.
on our
Yeah, that
notes
one's
here.
pretty. that
Either
one's pretty
either
easy.
that or either Thai's like the intensity version
Yeah.
or the end credits version, or start with my end credits version. And then,
Yes. Okay.
and then-
We'll do that. We'll
Ooh,
start
we
with the
could
soul.
mix
Start with
them,
end credits, and then we'll
yeah.
go into the Thai version.
I
And
do have
credits.
a electronic drum set that you play with sticks. That's like one of those small little pad things. So I can pull up
That's
like an
cool. So you
80
can add
sample
that to your
pack.
kit.
Something that you can bring.
Set up the 80 sample pack for that one, maybe.
yeah.
Could ship it to me and I bring it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
there's the
can
thing,
put it
though.
in a bag pretty easy. It's not big.
Really?
perfect.
Okay. Yeah. If you can bring that, I mean, you could practice on that too. So that'd be great if you can do that for.
So Underbeard?
Oh,
Underbeard's
duh.
a
I
good
would
one.
love to go Underbeard.
Underbeard, okay, what's going on there?
I'd love
If,
to do Underbeard.
I feel like early in the night, in fact, Waiting to Die, Balloon Flight, Underbeard seems like a pretty solid first three songs.
okay,
Yeah.
I'll put it
Can
like
Rach
that.
join
Waiting
us?
to die.
Can she
Balloon-
come with? Can she
who?
join?
Rachel could definitely do
Rachel
that,
join?
yes.
Is that who's
Yeah,
saying? Is that
dope.
who's saying the high parts? Or
Yeah, that's my wife,
Yeah,
Rachel.
Okay.
she did.
I first thought it was Ty having blend or having pitched up shale. That's what I honest to God thought at first. It was like, man, that's
bear
not
man.
because I didn't know that Glenn had roped his wife into joining us on that track. And I was like, no, I didn't do
Outro
that at all. I was like,
specifically.
So
yeah,
The
exactly.
outro specifically because there's also Adam who did some high pitched stuff just before Rach jumps in too.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
Who wants to
I
do-
thought that was
is Adam.
I want to do Flavor Town. Let's do Flavor Town.
Oh,
I
that's a
could do
fun
Flavor
one
Town.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Okay.
I've been looking at the band camp, and I'm like, what do we do? What do we have? What's the old stuff? I was looking at the new stuff.
I want to do Froggy Refresh.
That's hard. That's tough.
Can we do Froggy Refresh? Or a team? Can we do like a team by myself or Froggy Refresh? I want to do one of the Thai songs in the Grammar
we
Club
could.
set. If
It'd be-
Ty,
it'd
if
be
you're cool with
tricky.
that, Ty, no pressure.
It'd be tricky, but we could do it.
Yeah,
One would be easier for you.
We did like a synthesizer or something.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say, this is like a lot of piano play if we're not going to run any laptop kind of thing.
I think
Now let's plan on songs that we don't need a synthesizer
Yeah.
for. So if we have just guitars and drums and bass, we can do it.
Froggy's easier for that.
Is Bank Holiday
Yeah,
one of
Froggy's
them for
easier.
consideration?
Yeah, Bank Holiday's a good one.
Sure,
I
we
like
could
it.
do Bank
I think
Holiday.
it's really cool.
I like that song.
Although at that point you would almost definitely want to still have that crunch noise in there somehow, even if it's a button that gets pressed.
Well,
Even if
if
it's just
Tanner's
someone
bringing an
going-
electronic sample pad, we can actually use the original sample.
Perfect.
Ooh, that's true.
That'd be
You
pretty
realize
cool.
we're up to 13 songs already too.
Good,
Word.
good. This is
Well,
easier.
some of
than I
these we
thought.
can pepper into, like
That's the other
Spillover
thing.
we'll do in our solo sets. Yeah,
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
spillover will be in our solo
Like,
sets.
I wanna-
And,
we can
just
while
make
we're on
our-
that,
I want to
we
hear.
can make our set
yeah.
longer and just our solo set shorter.
Yeah.
too.
Exactly.
so now I'm thinking, what do you think of this for my solo set? Solo in quotes, really my set. I'll play acoustic guitar, and then Ty, you just play bass. Now we think of that. Does that sound good? Play bass for.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, you can just.
I'll have to
mostly-
borrow.
You can just
Glenn's
have a
bass, but
rotating.
You're
cast
welcome to, yes.
Of people coming through to play with you, Shale.
Like that's
we
really
can just-
tempting, but what I was saying, like I want to keep it simple and flowing, and not a bunch of complicated stuff that I will mess up if given the opportunity. Like the question I was going to ask is, do we want to add a percussionist or just keep it acoustic guitar and bass?
Well,
Because if someone would come on and play just like a hand drum or something, like a djembe or a cajon, that would be
cajon.
nice. If we had a cajon,
Cajon.
Glenn, you don't have a cajon, do you?
I do not have a cajon.
What is a cajon?
That's
I have eggs.
it's like a cajon.
I do have eggs.
but not a cajon.
What if we had Spokane rent us a cajon? What if we asked for them
See.
to rent us a cajon?
Put that in the writer.
You can. I don't think
Buy
they're
a box.
that.
This looks.
I don't
just
think
like
they're
a box.
that expensive.
They're about for one
Like
that's going to sound
$100.
halfway decent. You're looking over 100,
You're gonna want one directly from Peru. Is the thing.
right? From Peru. What are the box?
Oh my God,
If we're
guys,
talking
we're
about the
over an
writer, I
hour,
want
too.
Cadbury cream eggs.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've been going on for a bit, but you know,
It's okay.
that's all
I can cut out parts of this. I think we're on a good subject.
Wait, is all this
I'm glad
going
we're
into the
getting this
podcast?
squared away?
Yeah,
It's
we're,
all going to the podcast, yeah.
we're planning in front of our people. So people listening to the
So
podcast.
by the time that they won't even have any surprises by the time they see the set because they'll know what
I
we've been
think
planning.
people like to see the inner workings of
Yeah.
of a bunch of weirdos.
These aren't the
Oh,
songs
shit,
we're
okay.
playing.
No, that's all an
Top
illusion. Haha, cajole.
So-
Just add censor
didn't
sounds
tell you.
every time we say a
Sheila,
song.
you
Tell
have
you,
to
we
do,
actually
yeah.
decided to do the entirety of 2112 instead. So
So if nobody has a cajon, do we want to just what do we want to do for that? Do we want to have someone come in with
Beatbox.
brushes and a kit? No, we don't want to.
Just
One of us can
put
do
a
it.
We could
drum
just
loop
have
on in
bass-
the background.
Have what?
Just have like one drum loop running through the whole song.
just change the tempo.
No loops.
A
Just
triangle and
speed
a
it
wood
up or
block.
slow it down. Yeah, for the song.
If Tanner could come on and play, if you could play like with brushes or something, that'd be cool.
and I do
Can I
have
do that?
brushes.
Nice.
Okay, and
cool.
you wouldn't mind playing with me and Ty for our set?
I'll feel it
Okay.
out. I'm good at
We'll
improv.
keep it pretty simple. You'll be able to practice beforehand. I mean, just basic I'm thinking like a kick, snare, hat setup would suffice.
Yeah.
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
we'll
if
fill it out.
you're gonna- I
if
guess
everything's
Jam 'em
already
out.
set
I'm
up,
gonna confirm
the
with
whole
Dan
time.
right
Well, I
now.
mean,
everything
if we're
may
gonna
just
use
be
a
there the
full-
whole time.
Okay,
If we're gonna
yeah.
use a full drum set for the grammar club,
If we're gonna keep it set up between sets,
Yeah.
so I guess we'll do Beefy set first, and then mine in the middle, and then Grammar Club.
Man,
we don't
I
wanna
love it when I
strike-
go first, baby.
You got great energy. You're good at doing the cold open, but aside from that, we don't want to strike the kit and then bring them.
No,
then
we-
erect the kit again.
No, we may at most throw a blanket over the kit so that it's less
Yeah.
distracting.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we
That'd
should.
be cool.
Well, I would
I
assume.
think there's a SpongeBob SquarePants in the kick drum currently.
excellent.
awesome.
For real.
That works for me. That works for me.
And a pillow.
Is it him doing the turkey or the chicken thing? Is like
You know, the other day I had this
Yeah,
really
what is
weird
that?
idea where we decorated the set with like leftover set designs from like 5th grade plays or something.
I'll make a
amazing.
tree.
Like
I'll
a
go
tree-
infiltrate
yeah, like
a
a tree.
school.
Little bunnies in the forest.
I'll ask
Clouds.
my wife if her school has any. She has a lot of like kindergarten decorations I could probably steal.
That would be perfect.
Just a bunch
Perfect.
of posters about like, here's what science is, kids. Here's a
Yes.
thing versus not a thing. I don't remember her posters, but she's great. Let's do that. Absolutely. I feel bad because my set is gonna be so dope and so easy.
You're just gonna hit spacebar and rap, and
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit spacebar. Tanner, I don't know if we're gonna need to do any very special. I think we should do the same gag that we did at the thing, which now I won't spoil, but we should do the same.
That-
little
that
gag
was good,
towards the end
yeah.
of the set. I think
More
that's-
thing.
100% more gags,
I only
lot more
request
gags.
ones and
I like more
zeros.
gags.
tricks,
Let's do it.
and
Let's do
treats.
ones and zeros.
And I'll even write instead of doing Whitey Cracker's verse, I'll write my own verse for it.
Oh, okay, that'd
Yeah.
be dope. I won't be able to back you probably, but I don't think that'd be dope. And we can re-release it, and they can make it a Patreon exclusive.
Oh shit!
All right.
I just remembered one more song I'd really like to do during the Grammar Club set. I would
What's
like
that?
to do Long Con.
Oh yeah, we can do
Yes. Yes.
Oh baby,
All
let's
right.
do Long Con. No offense, Spocon, but let's
All right.
do Long Con.
No, we gotta do Long Con. I mean, I feel like I would love if we could do something closer to my metal remix of it. I feel like that would really
Yeah.
lend itself to a live
I
performance.
don't know if I've ever heard that one.
What? Really? Oh
It's
man.
on the Patreon, available now.
It's the
It's on Too Big
bonus
to-
track on Too Big to Fail,
Big to
Beefy and
Fail,
Tanner's.
Part 1. It's
Yeah.
great. It's a great album. But yeah, it's the last bonus track on. You should check it out. But we could definitely do that, and maybe either I'll learn or Glenn, if you're up to it, you can learn the rap part if you don't already. know it.
Oh, long con. I was thinking of pros and cons.
No. Yeah. That's the song I did with John Tillington.
Yeah,
Taking
we should
Your
do
Out
that
to
one
Travel.
too. We should do that one too.
There's just so many.
Pros and cons.
It's a beautiful
That's a
problem to
cool
have.
track. So are we up to 15 already?
We're up to 14, but I don't think there's anything from Bio available on there, is there?
Holy shit!
Plastic
no way.
Submarine.
Much we can do. We have
Plastic
so many,
Submarine's not on the list,
we have
but
so
we can
many,
add it.
guests on it I thought was the reason.
We did, yeah. And bioavailable,
That's
we had a
true.
lot of guests.
Every song.
And again, that would,
person, because that's 3 verses. Or I
We
guess
can have
just
Glenn
shorten.
I would
do
Sean
seriously,
said
parts
Barbarian.
on phoning it in or something.
yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to learning some raps and filling in where the guests were.
Phoning it in.
I'll send you the track.
Man,
Phoning it in is
that's got
it'd be
2
great
guests,
to do
doesn't it?
a version of phoning it in, but it does have 2 guests.
Just in, I got confirmation that the concert for Spokane is on Saturday night.
Good.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought it was on Friday night.
Okay.
Perfect.
I wasn't sure. Well, I think we were supposed to be Friday, but then the rock bands that were supposed to play on Saturday ended up canceling out.
Saturday's
So
much
we are
better.
the only musical guest now.
Oh, baby, the way it was always meant to be. Me.
As he says, now this is what Dan,
Oh my
who
gosh.
is promoting this entire thing and is the organizer for this, says Saturday night. I don't have the hours totally nailed down yet. I believe it should start around 7, finish at midnight.
Nice.
That's like 5 hours.
Yeah.
I'll be
5
real
hours
drunk
of
by then.
me. Oh, yeah.
So thinking about bioavailable, I think the only track on that album that doesn't have a guest is No Worry Birdie.
That's a great tune too.
It is a fun one.
I guess.
Shell doesn't
No,
like
it's
any
a
of
great
his old
tune.
music.
I mean, like, I like the song. I just like the thought of doing it live.
You know, yeah.
How
What's,
do we do it?
what's,
We could do it. We could do it live.
There's another one that I if
Um,
we don't do it that I want you to do it anyway. What is it? It's stick a
know
fork in
of
me,
them.
mama, I'm done.
Last
Oh,
Good
Last
Day.
Good Day?
Yeah, last good day. I just had to get to that part where it said the title.
That's a pretty good one.
Do you
I
think
think
people
of
will
the
freak out if we don't do Red
2
Cyclone?
Oh, yeah.
Shit, Red Cyclone.
I also
just-
I want to
for-
hear Blood
in
on
my
the
head-
Asphalt, whether we have to play it or not. But I want.
We can do that on Shale
Yeah.
set.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. And
I
Red
just assumed
Cyclone,
I
we could
was
do
doing
it.
Red
You could do it in
Cyclone on
Beefy
mine.
set.
Yeah, that's just something I usually
Beefy,
incorporate.
yeah.
That'd be better anyway.
Yeah.
Because I
And I
could
won't-
not play that guitar part live.
And I won't
Not
have
that
to
I'd
do
be
the
playing
parts
guitar.
where I say, like, let me tell you about my band, the Grammar Club. You can visit that because you guys will already be there. And that'll be the whole point.
That's right.
Now, I don't know what banter I'll say at that point now.
just yell. Just go like, yeah,
be
just like
perfect.
that.
So that's already 16 of them. So yeah,
Boom.
there you go.
The
Waiting to Die,
greatest
Balloon
hits.
Flight, Underbeard, Fudgy the Whale, Radio Chad, Post Collegiate Shuffle, Suck My Wallet, Flavortown, Froggy Refresh, Stronger Than the Mall, Buy This Truck, Bank Holiday, Long Con, Plastic Submarine, Red Cyclone, and Alternate Ending.
I don't think we decided on all of those. I think we were. I don't know. Did we keep? Is Froggy Refresh?
We should totally do Froggy. Plastic.
Okay,
Plastic
yeah.
Submarine.
I'll
is
add that. I didn't have
the
that on my
iffier
list
one.
because I didn't fill out the response to that one. I wasn't sure
If
you guys
if
were
Ty
into
can
it.
do it, man, because that's
and
that
Post
song I
Collegiate
feel like-
Shuffle. We don't want to do that one because it's too hard, right?
Which one?
It's not too hard.
Post Collegiate
We'll
Shuffle.
try it out
Oh, no,
first.
It's a
would-
lot
if it turns out to be too
easier
hard,
than
we won't.
Stop Plate Tectonics, that's for
Oh,
sure.
Jesus,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm gonna put Froggy Refresh on after Stronger Than the Mall, so I can get a little break after that high note.
Do I need to
That'll
hit your
work.
high notes for
Oh,
you,
that's
Shale?
cool.
You know what?
Trouble. That
Hey,
was what I was thinking.
I had an idea. You know what'd be fun?
Yeah.
We should do a mashup of Post Collegiate Shuffle and Bottom of the Pit.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, I was thinking Tip Up Foam Tab would be one of the more popular ones in our acoustic set, but if it makes sense to do it like that, that would be fun. Let's do it that way. All right. See, wait, are we gonna be able to pull that off? I mean,
Yeah, it's the same. It's same key, same chords.
okay.
We could work it out.
All right.
It's all about having a plan.
Yeah, baby. We'll make it good. It'll be a great set. I'm gonna be fantastic in it. You guys are gonna be great. I'm excited to see. Like, I've never seen Sean play in real life. I'm excited to see that. Ty, I've seen now. Shale, I've seen it. Well, I haven't seen Ty play. Wait, what did you guys?
You've
yeah,
joined me
you
on
guys played Double
stage.
Edged Backsire. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been on stage together.
We've been on
shared
stage
that.
together, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I forgot because you were behind me. You see. You had sunglasses on, I forgot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I forgot that day for a second because we all shared that travesty. I felt when that happened, I was alone in the world. It felt like at the time.
I think we all did.
Yeah, but it was good.
Okay.
It was a shared terror, but it was good, and now we've learned from it, and now we know. Hey, man, let's not mix this turntable in with any of this. Let's not include any kind of device that will lower the modulation.
Rule number 1 for the Grammar Club: no turntables.
No turntables.
No,
turntables.
Sorry.
rule number 1 is
Sorry.
that turntables and guitar solos are interchangeable. So when we do the live thing, it's just guitar solos.
Which
is true.
There you go.
I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
All right. Well, I think we've got a pretty good plan here.
Sweet. It's at least the beginnings of one. I will take the lead on this specific thing.
Yeah.
We'll move into the closing part of the podcast now.
Yeah,
Set up a
absolutely.
poll. It would be great.
We can set up a poll. What sort of a poll are we setting up?
Wait, we could do a poll of like, hey man, here's the songs we're gonna do, but here's some controversial ones that we didn't know if we wanted to do. Which one should we do? Boom.
Okay, we could do
We
that.
could do
yeah,
a
sure.
user voted poll question song.
That's a great
So,
idea.
Man, do you want
kinda
Bodie
like this idea.
McBoatface? Because that's how you get Bodie McBoatface.
Well, we're not gonna put like gay shirt on it or anything. Like we're gonna just put the
That- 'cause
the
you'll-
stuff that we actually wanted to.
Because you'll get gay shirt.
No gay shirt.
We won't put those ones. It'll be like multiple choice, but only the obvious.
No
answers.
write-ins.
Come on,
No
guys.
write-ins at all.
No
No,
write-ins.
no write-ins. Yeah, zero write-ins. Zero write-ins.
good
Kind of like
idea.
that though.
Beefy to breathe heavy on the mic for an hour. No, that's not a song. Come on, guys.
No, that's that new song we were working on. Yeah.
That's that new hype. I didn't mean to spoil it. That's on me, boys.
Hey,
Guys.
while we have Beefy here, we should talk
3,
about Food Court
2,
Pretzel.
oh.
You should tell us about Food Court Pretzel.
Oh my God, Food Court Pretzel is the best thing right now. I've only because I've heard it so many times because I like the things that Ty has added to it. Sean, I think it was. Yeah, Sean added the.
Nope, not me.
That drum loop. You didn't add the drum loop to the board.
I've never heard this song
I
yet.
thought you did the drum loops.
Someone added the 100 BPM drum loop
Oh,
thing.
Wasn't me.
those are my drums then. Okay, so he's
Oh, those are Sean's
okay.
drums.
So apparently
Okay.
I play drums on this song.
Only
Just
here.
said loop something.
I didn't know that. I thought you just picked a bunch of random drum loops out and put them together.
Isn't
I
it
wish it was-
surprising?
No.
It's how often you find that you're in a song you didn't know you were in.
So so we should put those loops up, that loop pack up then, so that our patrons.
Well, yeah, that loop pack should go
yeah,
up.
so that our
Is
patrons.
it
They
not?
turned out really good.
We'll check if it's
So,
not
I mean,
up. We'll put it up.
Yeah. We really should be posting more loop packs in general.
Especially since we
I
made
just-
them in all.
Yeah.
I just made the I saw the drum loop thing. It was already put in like the one big long MP3, and I was like, perfect. And I just started writing raps to it, and then I did the recordings, and it was very good. And I didn't wait for any choruses. It's just a straight up like just a long verse of just a bunch of bars rapping.
Nice.
And I think it's good and dope. And then Ty just added so much cool shit to it. And I did this part that was like Led Zeppelin. That thing kind of sounds really dope because I talk about Ragnarok, and it just sounds real cool. Like it sounds
I know which
really
part of
cool.
the song that is. I haven't heard it, but I know I know what would make you do that.
I imagine you would. Like you probably hear it and be like, "That's the part." I knew it. But yeah, it's really cool. And it's called Food Court Pretzel, and I can't wait for our Patreons to hear it because Ty did really cool shit with it. And I'm a great rapper as well.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just so good on it. I'm amazing on this record.
I'm glad you came on to say that because we were going to play it. I'll cut right to the song from like one of the cooler things you said there.
you saying
said a
that,
bunch of
yeah.
cool stuff. I'll cut it right there.
the part where you were saying it the coolest.
Yeah, and then we'll come back from the song, and it'll be the end of the podcast. And I'll say, thank you, patrons. Thank you so much for listening. You make this possible. Thank you for supporting us. We do this for you. Thank you a million times. If you're listening on YouTube, you can check out our Patreon and get access to our entire back catalog, as well as 3 new songs every week. Patreon.com/The Grammar Club. Please also check out our new project, Radio Grammar Club, an internet radio station that plays our back catalog and all the new stuff we've done on this Patreon that we are doing. And you can listen in your browser at thegrammarclub.com or in an external player from the same place.
Grammarclub.com. It just rolls off the tongue. I should be visiting it right now.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's. Did I forget to say anything, guys? Did I say all the things?
You can edit it in later. If you did.
I can, but I don't want to have to.
Go to Spocon. Come to Spocon when we do it in
Spokane.
August.
That's right.
That's the only thing I
All
can
right.
think of.
All right. Glenn's
Hit us,
been
Glenn.
sitting writing a song
I'm
for us
chomping
for
at
a
the
minute.
bit, I guess.
No. But it's
No, I just started with the lyrics, but I
Oh.
got something out.
okay. What do you got?
We're good.
Let's hear it.
Hit me, baby.
Let's find out. We talked a lot about shows. We talked a lot about shows. We talked a lot about shows. Bros before shows. Pros before woes. Woes before foes. We're working out a plan. We hope you understand. Come to Spokane if you can. Talked a lot about shows. 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 We talked about Spike and koalas who we like. I'd say they're all alright. Talked a lot about shows. Talked a lot about shows. Talked a lot about shows. Talked a lot about shows.
Yay!
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Lovely.
Thanks for joining us.
All right, cool. I'm stopping my local.
And ending the recordo.
Stop.